beating down everyone this time, and I swear.
The story of the Prince of Grime's rise to chart-topping success is extraordinary.
He's a G with everything because he's done really well. He's like, no, he can never be forgotten. And
I can't see him dying out for a long time unless he lets himself die out.
With or without music, I see Tinchy Stryder doing well in 5 years.
But I could actually see him doing something in America.
Tinchy Stryder, I think he made a good move when he's made a lot of good business moves.
It's just mad, like, it's mad inspirational.
In 2006, with his career apparently in the doldrums, after an initial burst of interest in his crew, Rough Squad, and a couple of guest appearances with the Streets, he accepted the invitation to appear at a grime night in that legendary hotbed of urban music, Norwich.
Realest talk here. Realest of the realest talk. The first time I heard Tinchy Stryder, yeah, was in Stratford. Man snuck out my yard to go to a rave in Stratford Rex, blood, yeah.
The time I heard of Tinchy Stryder was in 2001. I went to Stratford Rex and there was a show there and I went in there and he performed.
Old school in some mad little thing that it was next to the fucking cinemas and that, yeah, fam. And Tinchy Stryder was in there, fam, yeah. And Donny had some bar called Gun Fingers and that, fam. It was going hard. That's the first time I saw him and I stole.
You know what, I heard of Tinchy back in the days, and it was like a freestyle. It was before he brought out Breakaway. It was just like some little, he was freestyling with people on YouTube, like his clique or whoever he used to roll with, Wiley and everyone, just on like YouTube, and that's how I heard of him first.
After the show, the club's promoters, Archie Lamb and Jack Foster, asked to manage him. He agreed. The two managed to secure investment in the rapper's career from a variety of unlikely sources. A local priest, a variety of elderly relations, and Archie's father, who happens to be the Liberal Democrat MP for North Norfolk, and the chief parliamentary and political advisor to Deputy Prime Minister Nick Clegg.
Do I think Tinchy had it easy because he had these people supporting him? No, to an extent. I know money and investment as an artist is a key component in allowing you to excel and grow as an artist because you need to fund certain things. But at the same time, for him to even get into their radar or get into their attention, he must have been doing something prior to that. And also for him to stay kind of consistent within the scene, that was all down to him. The money did make a difference to everybody, it would, but at the same time, he had to build something prior to that investment, or at the same time, he would still have to put in work initially after that investment to make it happen. Some people get big contracts, you know what I mean, and they get dropped and they flop. So in that respect, I think everybody's circumstance is different, and you can't say he had it easy specifically because he had that initial investment. You kind of need to see the whole scenarios in context.
The unlikely trio, two middle-class English white boys from East Anglia and a Ghanaian-born rapper from one of Tower Hamlet's less salubrious estates, toured the country in Archie's father's car, slowly building up a following, releasing an album on their own label, Takeover Entertainment, and establishing a clothing line called Star in the Hood.
Yeah, man, big up my dog Tinchy. You don't know, one of the few man them, like I said, that keep it 100. When them man they say, yeah, if you need a favour or whatnot, shout me down, whatever, right, industry-wise or any little thing, rate to take. Because a lot of these man, they try to friend man up in public or whatnot when they see you, so people around them can be like, oh, so them man they're cool, because they know man might have one or two wild man with man that don't really dig these lot anyway, but they want to try and keep man on the manners, innit, try and make us behave. So everyone tries to be industry friendly and that, but when the time actually comes for you to shout man and say to man, boom, like, I need this or I need that, then everyone starts moving straight. So all of that shit you was talking in front of the people them, for everyone to see that, nah, us man are cool, so bullshit for the camera. Because when the camera's off and I hit you up and I say to you, yeah, I need this or I need that, you start moving strings and he's a fuck boy. You understand?
Eventually, the work paid off. The single, Stryder Man, made the Radio 1 playlist in early 2008. Island Records signed him.
It's like, he's not boring. He's not boring to listen to. He's got a Pacific, like, he's got that voice. He's got that voice. When he comes on, he just brings energy, and you just know it's Tinchy. And I just think, I can't see him dying out for a long time unless he lets himself die out.
The follow-up to Stryder Man, Take Me Back, went to number 3. When it did, Tinchy was still at the University of East London, studying for a degree in digital arts and the moving image.
I don't think Tinchy would have got through if he carried on doing grime. Tinchy had hype and he got to a certain level but we wasn't where we are now. You know, he wouldn't have blown with a track like Pass Out. He came with a pop track, and it was like a dance track, and it had Tayo on it, and it was perfect timing. Even though he was still a grime MC, it was mostly a dance track, and it blew him. And I just reckon it was his time, and somebody had to kind of like break the mold. I don't think he would have broke through with a hard rap track.
A third single featuring N-Dubs, Number One, went to number 1, as did Never Leave You.
I think Tinchy Stryder's a good artist. Like, for me, I wouldn't necessarily rate Tinchy Stryder as a lyrical artist, but as far as what he's done and what he's added towards the music or UK music scene, you got to respect him. You get me? He's definitely added a lot.
His second album, Catch 22, debuted in the charts at number 2 and went gold.
I think the thing with Tinchy is, once you achieve a certain amount of success and you've got a certain amount of respect in the scene, the way he has, you can always come along with, you know, with a decent track and you know, top 20, top 10, and that's the kind of fan base he's got. He's got a loyal fan base, and that's something that you just can't put a price on.
Man, them sick team. My reality's giving them mixed dreams. Pay me 10 bags for the feature, won't get more than a 16. And I said no to the BB house.
Big up man like Tinchy. Tinchy shouted at me, said to me, yo Dad, I love what you're doing over there. Fucking, let's link up and make something happen. I linked him like a week after that. We went in, we done the tune. And another 10 days after that, I think, done the video, bro. You get me? And then we just banged it out.
What's really good? I'm a star in every hood. Take and keep your girl for good. Don't class say she's super hood, right? Respect is what they owe me. Cause I get it poppin', cause you.
I'll be up on the early grind. So, big up the boy Tinchy for that. You get me? You done know, Dada. Big up yourself.
Tell him I'll be up in the morning. The streets have been calling. I'm a star up in the hood, so in the hood I've been starring. I'll be gone, like I'm running. Couldn't picture me stalling.
He founded his own publishing company, Takeover Cloud9, through EMI. Furthermore, he got his degree and moved out of home.
Working with Tinchy Stryder was sick because it's like I grew up listening to him. Obviously, you know what it is? It's when he come out with Breakaway. I was like, ah, he's sick, and then something about your smile. So obviously when I first met him, I was a bit like, oh my God, Tinchy Stryder. And it's crazy because I met him, supporting him at one of his shows in Chelsea under the bridge. And then we got talking from there, and then obviously I just asked him like, will you do a track? And he was proper like, yeah, but I didn't think he was on it then. I must have went down to a session with Dirty Danger, and he just popped up there and he just jumped on the track. And it was proper sick, because it's mad working with people that I used to watch before I was even an artist myself, and it's just mad, like it's mad inspirational, and like it's just sick, like I just love the feeling.
And yet, extraordinary things keep happening to Tinchy Stryder. The Star in the Hood label initially began as a few t-shirts designed to promote his similarly titled debut album.
With Tinchy Stryder, Star in the Hood, I mean, when he put that out, I was like, I know for a fact this guy's gone in, because that's such an entrepreneurial move. To sell your brand outside of the music is such an entrepreneurial move.
Yeah, business-wise, he's a G. He's a G with everything, because he's done really well. He's like, no, he can never be forgotten, and he's doing his thing now as well. And like, I think he's good. Got the headphones. He's done a few other things. I rate him highly.
He's got more fans because of the clothing. It's not just a music thing. It's a whole package. It's a brand. It's a lifestyle. It's an image that he's selling, and that's why I think he's just always got his thing there, and he's not fallen off yet.
And a lot of people see other artists do it specifically overseas, but they never really adopt that policy. So when I saw JME do it when we was young with Boy Better Know, I was like, yo, that's so clever. And I didn't even appreciate it until I got older and started to understand the intricacies of business.
Underground people don't realise a lot of things. A lot of underground people are ignorant, you know, or pretend that they don't understand, and maybe they do. But yeah, I totally understand, and I respect him for what he's done.
And what Tinchy's done, I mean, I lived in Middlesbrough for a while, for about a year. When we was up in there, all these guys would be wearing his Star in the Hood kind of stuff, you know what I mean, when I was in basketball academy. So it's like, yeah, he definitely was an amazing move, and I respect him. A lot of artists are too content with just being artists. But like I always say, art is a platform to expand yourself into another realm, and don't always just fall short at one aspect, you know?
They started selling them to fund their tours. Tinchy kept wearing them in his videos and on stage, and their popularity grew and grew, and Rihanna was pictured wearing one after Tinchy supported her on tour.
As an artist, when you reach a certain stage, it's about seeing how you can progress. It's not even just as an artist, it's about anything you do in life. In life, when you reach a certain stage, it's like, I'm here now, how am I gonna get to there? You get me? So Tinchy Stryder, I think he made a good move when he, you know, he's made a lot of good business moves. With Star in the Hood and the headphones, and I'm sure there's a few other ventures that he's come up with or he's doing at the moment. So that's what it's about, man.
The Star in the Hood range expanded to include jackets, polo shirts, women's wear, and is now being stocked in up to 100 stores nationwide in the UK, in addition to a number of stores internationally.
I think what Tinchy's done is amazing. Like what I was saying earlier, is that, look, it's all good and well being hot, it's all good and well being successful at music currently, but when those things happen, you have to leverage them as fast as you can, obviously without compromising your brand, but you have to leverage them like you have to, and I think Tinchy's done that amazingly. Like some of the things that he's done outside Star in the Hood, like he's good.
Furthermore, news of his success not merely as a rapper but as an entrepreneur reached the ears of Jay-Z, with whom Tinchy signed a joint venture called Takeover Rock Nation, a worldwide 360-degree entertainment company handling management, merchandise, records and live appearances for its artists, and moreover, the first European joint venture Jay-Z has ever signed.
Tinchy in 5 years' time, doing good, with or without music.
Yeah.
With or without music, simple as. With or without music, I see Tinchy Stryder doing well in 5 years.
But I can see him being a businessman. Obviously, I've seen him bring out his headphones. I've tried his headphones and they are sick as well. Like,
you get me? So that's the little things where I'm kind of realizing that the music side of things, you use it to basically put yourself in a space where you can market your products or whatever idea you got in your head that you feel like you want to push. You're a musician, you got a load of traffic coming your way. Give them something, sell them something. You get me? So that's what's going on. So for that matter, that's why I think in 5 years' time the boy Tinchy will be cool.
I can see him being a businessman or just doing music in America. Obviously, I know he's gone over there a few times, but I could actually see him doing something in America. And I don't know what it is, working with like big artists, but I could. He could actually be big in America, and I could see him over there.
What Tinchy Stryder did next was embark on a nationwide sellout tour, perform on the Pyramid stage at Glastonbury, and release the follow-up album to Catch 22, Third Strike, which produced Game Over, the biggest underground crossover hit of the year, featuring Tini Tempah, Chipmunk, Example, Professor Green, and Devlin.
In 5 years' time, I'd like to see Tinchy even more successful, even if it's not musically, through an entrepreneurial route, because I think he's worked hard and he's done something that a lot of people have been unable to do, you know what I mean? He's taken the necessary steps to get his career to a certain level, and I don't want to see that diminish at all. I respect anybody who come from a certain background and has managed to put themselves on a certain plateau, and I just hope it keeps on going higher and higher.